worry that I can't keep it together. Maybe it's the trauma, or maybe it's the drugs. I can't seem to control my fucking temper. But the problem lies in not being enough. I lost my sense of humor in the battle for my mind. Now I'll slip away with one last puff this time. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my mind. Substance suicide, only time with no regrets is letting myself die. Forgive me for the outburst with your neighbors. My actions don't reflect what's in my soul. I never found the right way to relate or take in and display a better role. The chemicals that shape me are buried deep this time. My family's already given up, it's fine. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my mind. Substance suicide, the only time with no regrets, letting myself die. Substance suicide, assisted by my fickle friend. I'll finally lose my life. The substance suicide, the only time with no regrets is letting myself die. Is letting myself die.
Are we definitely the only people in this building?
Yeah, it's just us.
Friend, angel, demon, Valkyrie. Whatever you want to call me.
This scroll is a way of life.
Gotta be hard on him. You gotta forge him by fire.
Freedom is the right of all sentient beings.
Broadcasting live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
I looked my woman in the eye sockets. I told her straight out. I just said it, man. I said it. I said, bitch, I'm the man of the house.
You said bitch, though. You called your wife a bitch.
Yeah.
This is a public service announcement from C.T. Fletcher. I will not contribute to the pussification of a nation. Get your punk ass out there and work for it, motherfucker.
Let's roll.
Oh yeah! Broadcasting live from the Functional Veterans Center of Excellence on this 27th October. Man, it's already 27 October. We got Halloween coming up. Whoop, whoop. I love spooky season. Hope everyone's doing okay. This is a Monday edition. Massey is out the nets. It'll just be me ranting totally off script, and I love it. I like being off scripts. Can you all hear me? There we go. I like being off script. It's fun being off script because I can just rant off and just talk about things that, you know, like, I don't know, what's going on with our shutdown. Real quick. Damn, I'm freaking echoing in the room. Must be, I need to put some new paneling down or something like that to get the room more acoustically sound to broadcast. So you don't hear this echo. Anyways, hope you're all doing good. It's the Monday edition. I'm your host. You guys catching that Night Visions intro at the beginning? You guys will be seeing some Night Visions adverts and propaganda out there, and we'll be doing a showing on A Sergeant's Time this Thursday, right before Halloween, because Halloween being Friday. So Thursday Sergeant's Time is going to be a real short show. And the reason why is because while we're talking and blabbing and me and Spanky are talking things, we're the guys over at W.T.F Nation Radio are going to be setting up a lot of stuff to get the Discord set up, because we'll be screening a show party with the Vet TV and with the episode of an episode of Night Visions. I don't know. They might be. They might be a little, you never know. You might get one or two. You might get some prizes, some giveaway stuff. But that's going to be happening on Thursday. So just to get everybody kind of like lined up that, hey, Thursday is going to be a short show to come up with some material. We'll obviously have plenty of material to get you guys ready and set up and pumped up for the showing of Night Visions with Vet TV and WTF Nation Radio and US Army W2 Moments. Remember, this is only going to be on Discord. So if you're watching and you're going to see it on, you'll see a advertisement and all that, then you'll see Sergeant's Time and then I'll mosey on over to Discord and we're all going to watch Discord. So go to Discord. And throughout the week, you'll be seeing links getting set up to our Discord at WTF Nation Radio. US Army W2 Moments doesn't have one, so this is more of the streaming broadcast side of the house. So I'm excited because this is the stuff that I like doing. I like doing this stuff. And so yeah, at any rate, so just to get you guys up on that, I just wanted to do some reverse housekeeping, I guess, since Massey's not here, and I don't want to I don't want to like get distracted because I'm really I thought I had my drink here, but instead all I have is water. All I got is water in my Space Force water bottle. Damn, I thought I had coffee. I thought I had eggnog. That brings up a good question. Are you guys on the nog side, or not? What's your favorite drink? Are you for or against nog? I know individuals like to. They've already started the war on eggnog. So yeah. Anywho, let me cover the news right quick. So right now. Shut down. We're on a shutdown. And I'll be honest with you, I really don't care what all the drama is about the politics and stuff. At this point, I just care about the fact that our troops and our government workers, I'm talking about the DA civilians, those that work in our military Department of Defense War, Department of War. I'm gonna tell you what. This isn't looking good. Earlier, I guess it happened. A previous broadcast on here, we talked about soldiers getting paid. There was an email that we posted, and now everyone's freaking out about that email, which I don't understand. If you don't like the email that you put out, then don't forward it to anybody, or don't send people out to the, don't send the email out. And in fact, let me pull up the email that got everybody all in a tizzy. Whatever, I'll do what I want. I might as well just do that, right? I'll just post that email up, and that way y'all can see what the drama was. Because I was like, no, not that email. I got a couple emails in here. Let's see. Where is it at? Oh, did I pull it up somewhere? Yeah. Okay, hang on. Sorry. Sorry. I have to find an email. Well, there was an email saying basically until we find the line of accounting, then we gonna get paid. If we find the line of accounting to get paid. So, there he goes. I found the email. I'm gonna bring this back up. Now, mind you, this email was sent out to the force. Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you. I can see you. I don't know. You tell me. Yep, I see everybody in the chats. Yep, I see y'all in the chats. I see you in the chat. Hang on, let me bring up some more chats. Everyone's saying, "How come you not see me?" I see ya. I see y'all in there. Chat away. Let me pull this email up, because this email right here is what got everybody. It's been going around the webs. A lot of influencers and individuals discussing it, and I'm going to say if you're not going to pay up after this email went out. Was this the email that Viva La Vargas pulled down? Ah, yeah, it was a Viva La Vargas email that was pulled down. Yes. I'll show it again. We posted it. We did, and the reason why we here's the thing. He pulled it down because I think it was due to the fact that there was emails and phone numbers to this, and so he didn't want all the emails to get plastered out there. So that's what it was. That's what I think happened. I think that was the one that he had. And the reason why he took it down was because there was emails posted and phone numbers posted. And of course, everybody was. So this is the email that he was talking about. It's right here. This is the email that was discussed. So I'm window capping this for you. And this is from a 3-star. Mark S. Bennett, Lieutenant General. See a DFAS military payroll run update below includes interim payroll, blah, 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 blah. Yeah, so it's, no, yeah, it's not a legitimate issue. Yeah, exactly that, Patrick. It's more of a, oh shit, this guy's digits are all over the place and people were bugging his phone and emails and spamming him and stuff like that. So this is the one that was being discussed. And so we posted it again. And that was on the heels, that was on a forward email of this one. I'll post that shit again. So this is the one that keeps going back until approved lines of accounting are received. So we don't know if we don't know if the kids are getting paid or not, which is kind of fucking scary. Perhaps, so he did not properly scrub his content from the government. Great. Nah. I think people, I don't know. I don't know the math of it. I'm not going to speak for Viva La Vargas anyways for Johnny. He's a good dude. So, I'm not going to do that. What I am going to say is that, the fact that email went out, those emails went out and it got forwarded to the force and the entire planet on the DOW domain got it. So now he did it. That's what he said. He's doing it just on the side of caution. That's all it was. It has nothing to do with Keith, with the fact that he did not get in trouble. So, because sometimes we'll post stuff like this that, I mean, it already went out, so you can't like take it back. You can't hit unsend on these emails. So our point is that now are the kids going to get paid or not? It's going to happen or not? We're getting a lot of indications. We don't know. That's the thing. We don't know. I know the government's not been paid, so benefits of being a modern day nobody. I know what you're saying, Bridie. I know what you're saying. I'm a nobody either. We don't know. I cannot answer. What I can say though is that there are already payday lenders out there that are already starting to get their hooks in you and already starting to say, hey, maybe you should do that because of the government shutdown, blah, blah, blah. This is what's going to happen. And this is what should happen because, or you should join us or you could do whatever. Aside from the other banking scandals that could be happening as well. It's something that hit the inbox today and it kind of like, huh? And this right here is the one that kind of like, how do I say? It's a little on the, I don't want to say empathy, sympathy, sensitivity. Maybe you should like be careful how you write your emails out to the soldiers because they really don't give a fuck right now. They're trying to feed their family and all that. But this is from Platinum Realty, Fort Campbell, Kentucky. Residents, we want to acknowledge that there are many challenges in our community. And the thing that got me kind of like, what? If you're experiencing financial hardship and need assistance meeting your rental obligations, here's where you're going to see everybody. This is how people are you're really going to see how people are going to treat you. Scared, drunk, tired. It's when you see someone really, really, oh, do we have a bot in there? Strip club's likely going to see a decline in revenue. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, King. Exactly. So I'm just saying it's a little insensitive to kind of post this up. Hey, it's almost like you're saying, hey, rent's coming up and you're obligated to pay some rent. So how about you go to AER? It's kind of like, damn, dude, why don't you just an uptick in poll applications? Yeah, everyone's talking about OnlyFans and stuff like that, and I know I'm not showing my feet. I'm not showing my feet. My feet are all beat up from ruck marching and stuff like that. So, but anyways, that's that one. Matter of fact, let me look at another one here. Yeah, exactly that, Keith. The optics of this. Hang on, let me put this right here. There we go. In addition, several financial institutions have introduced programs for short-term relief options. So it's almost like, hey, we know the government's not going to pay you, so here's a bunch of resources so you can pay us. Or Campbell Housing, there are local food banks and community organizations. Now, I'll be honest with you. I was discussing this with some friends in another chat about, hey, how is it that when it comes to certain things, that the Army is willing to post everything and anything about, I don't know, 3D printing and AUSA, yada, yada, yada. But when it comes to information that soldiers might need, like resources, I will say this. I'm shouting out, I will always shout out AER and CEO Tony Grinston, Sergeant Major of the Army, retired, for at least getting all the messaging out as much as he can on what you could do for AER. And of course, make sure you donate to AER. Here's my donate to AER propaganda. Serving soldiers since 1942. It's kind of like this is where you're starting to see how our systems that are in place of what we are using to pay the troops and pay to sustain the facilities that we have, like the that's cafe style dining, whatever you want to call it. Just give the kids the BAS. The same thing with just give them the BAH. Just that's it. Yeah, helping soldiers put food on their table and keeping a roof over their head is not flashy, nor is it fun. Yeah, exactly. Not very viral. But it does show, or at least the troops know, hey, my leaders give a fuck about me. My leaders are telling Fort Campbell Housing, as an example, hey, y'all need to stop with the note. Because I don't understand how is it that when you go onto an Army unit or the Army's social media and it says, due to the lack of appropriations, there will be limited updates on this page. But AUSA, bam! Don't we have green suiters that work those sites? Don't we have, I get it, GSs and all that. Don't we have green suiters? Like, I don't understand how a Facebook page should be shut down during appropriation. As far as like the messaging, maybe an exception. As a matter of fact, I'm hearing, actually I've seen, and we've shared, I'm not going to bring them up because I don't want nobody to get in trouble. But we've seen some organizational public affairs sites say, fuck it, we're posting this. And they've posted anyways, which kind of brings up the question again. Well, what are you guys doing? What are we doing for the troops? The soldiers don't know what the hell's going on. I've been brought up to, Army Reddit and brought up in other circles as well. It's like, hey, it's pretty fucking bad when Army military influencers and meme pages are providing more information on the force than the force itself. It boggles the mind. Just boggles the mind how we're seeing this. Yeah, I didn't want to say that, Keith, but since you said it, I'll say it. A nice way of saying that. I was going to say a nice way of saying it, but then I was going to say fuck them kids, but you actually have more eloquently, yeah. Quote, we're going dark, and good luck. See you on the other side. Also, go fuck yourself. Exactly. Not very good optics. I wish somebody from the public affairs world would come out and say, hey, we're making a stand. Here's the information on what's going on, blah, 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 blah. Not farm it out. Not farm it out to mill memers and social media pages and mill influencers. Again, I said this too. I'm just going to invoice the Army for all the messaging that we're doing for you. AER, we're doing it out of donation of time and all that. Well, that's different. That's AER. But the Army? Yeah. What's up with that? Just kind of like it's very discouraging for the troops to see lack of. Matter of fact, I'll just look at the Army page. First off, let's look at AER. Shout out to AER. I'm always gonna put the word out for them. They got a the army of one hungry one. Yeah, exactly, hungry ones. Let's see. Did you see the org on the approved vendors list? Yeah. Can we stick on that? Yeah, really. Let's all right. So the last post here, I'm going through all my socials here to make sure we are looking. The last post from AER. Make sure you donate to AER again. There we go. 5 hours ago, talking about AER helps with PCS moves, travel, childcare when it matters most. Don't forget AER can support with other areas affected by the shutdown. Make sure you get in there in contact with them. Don't start crying about how AER didn't give you any money for a pet goldfish that was old and it died because of AER or whatever. There's no veterinary expenses as clarified by Tony Grinston. Yeah, really. Yeah, no shit. Thinning out the Army, making the Army thin again. This is the war on fats. PCS moves, travel expenses, non-medical attendant travel, airfare, temporary lodging, food transportation. Yeah. There we go. Mandatory diets. Yeah, exactly. I mean, we can... Look, I didn't want this to be a bash the Army session, but Jesus fucking Christ. Come on, guys. Come out and put some messages out. Let's look at the Army's Let's look at the Army's Facebook page and see what we have here. This is all Higgs says idea to get the force lead. No war on fats. There we go. Let's look it up right here. Again, like we said before, it's almost like a meme. It wasn't nerd tape. You're supposed to get tape. Yeah. All right, let's look at this right here. Let's look at the last post from the Army. There we go. October 2nd. October 2nd. It's like, dude, are you going to do anything? during this government shutdown? Like, are we ever going to get any? I just want to know where they're at. The soldiers like to have a release some sort of reassurance. When an email of an SES and a 3-star general go circulating amongst the force and nobody's talking about it and the Army's quiet about it, I think you need to hurry up and get on the stick and start posting. Get on them keyboards. ICE and Homeland Security are doing a ton of social media campaigns despite the shutdown. Why not the DOD? Yeah, exactly that. Why not the DOD? DOW. Why not the Army? Why not the services? No more Snap Soda. I'm just gonna say, man, it's funny how we always talk about, hey, soldiers need to get paid more money. We have soldiers on EBT and SNAP, soldiers, service members, blah, 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 and veterans, blah, 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 blah. But then when it comes to talking about what the reason is, all of a sudden we don't talk about that anymore because it's going to make whatever party look bad. I don't give a fuck. DHS still getting out those college repayment loans, I bet. Now they're giving you a bonus too. I went to Walmart the other day and they had security guards just saying there is a moonlight opportunity. A moonlight opportunity. Never heard it like that. So again, we got to do something. The kids need something. They need a reassurance. Please get the message out. If you're a public affairs office or officer or NCO, PA, SC, NCO, whatever, and you're throwing out some information on the slide to give to us to post, we'll be more than happy to post it for you. We won't. But no issues whatsoever. I just kind of think it's tacky that we removed. It just got so stupid with social media posts when during the time of COVID and all the pandemic panic that we had, all of a sudden now social media is the not being used. You would think that is the most low cost thing to use is social media. Just want to know where they're at. Just want to know. Just want to know where they're at. The kids want to know. Sorry, you're all my kids. I'm probably all older than you anyways. They just want to feed their families. They just want to know. One of the biggest things that we're seeing also is that there are units that are chains of command that are still planning on doing exercise after exercise after exercise and rotations after whatever, even though they're saying, well, we don't know if we're going to get paid or blah, blah, then me personally, cancel all the exercises. Cancel them. All the showboating shit and all the CTC rotations, all of them. JRTC, JMRC, GPRC, NTC, cancel them all. Cancel them all. That's it. You stop them right now, just stop it right now. This is a national security issue. To me, I see it as a national security issue. I don't understand how come the politicians aren't doing this shit. They're not seeing it that way. Then every time, and there's one thing I saw from Hots and Cots posted up, is that Rob from Hots and Cots talked about how I've noticed, and this is a quote, the reoccurring challenge when it comes to how we talk about quote unquote military housing and elected officials. When elected officials highlight housing issues, the focus is always centers on family housing, the privatized home, the mold, the maintenance delay. Those stories matter. But too often, the barracks are where tens of thousands of junior service members live are completely left out, which is true. We can't fix what we refuse to see. The housing conversation has to include single soldiers, airmen, sailors, and Marines, Coast Guards, and Guardians, of course, not leaving them out, but who don't have a spouse and children, but still deserve safe and clean, comfortable living and conditions. Visibility shouldn't depend on whether there's a family photo attached to the story. That's the biggest thing. The troops in the bricks have been fucked this whole time. Every time a new leader comes in, with new administration, new command, everyone sits around a table, head nods. Yeah, that's right, sir. Hey, he gets it. You know what? He really gets it. It's all about soldiers first. And the next thing you know, the barracks are still fucked up. It gets posted on Hots and Cots or W.T.F Moments or Army Reddit or Fancy Bear or dank memes for Dragon Danes. And guess what happens? The next thing you know, rip. all of a sudden it becomes part of it's an issue, or a leader, Geo, will say, you guys are all you want to do is talk shit negatively about the military. I've not yet seen any of those pages openly shit talk the army, as in the army is like don't join the army. They're actively saying fix the fucking shit in the army. We all are. We want the army to get fixed. We love the army. We don't get why it's so fucking difficult that, and I'm gonna say right now, AUSA, you made it was a bad fucking look and some bad optics for paying for that fucking convention while the soldiers didn't know if they were getting paid or not. Then all of a sudden, like a couple days later, that's when we found out that they got paid. No. The optics in itself at the beginning is what lost a lot of I mean, most of the comments in the inbox, it used to be when it came to government funds or how come barracks are all fucked up, there's always the three arguments. There was always the arguments of this. It was always oh, well, my barracks are fucked up, but we can send money to Israel, we can send money to Ukraine, we can send money to Korea, we can send money to Germany, we can send money to the Taliban. That used to be the argument. Now the argument is what? AUSA are they bailing us out? Now AUSA is now the brunt of all of that, and y'all need to sell some shit. I'm saying y'all need to sell yourselves again, because that right there, watching that convention take that money, and leaders saying that's a great idea. We'll take that $1 million, and we'll take that. We'll take your money to have this convention. And this, mind you, I'm going to say right now, mind you, this was before we found out the soldiers were going to get paid, and then AUSA was kind of like, yeah, see. Good old, yeah, hey, they pulled through, we're able to get some money, yeah, now let's have this convention. And then SMA got poopy-faced when Hots and Cots, when Rob went up and asked a question about the the barracks or the new DFAC that we're gonna have, and so yeah, that wasn't a good look at all. It was almost like we'll really talk about the military-industrial complex. That was the holy crap. You guys would rather have your fucking convention than have the soldiers get paid or fed. Again, we suggested, a lot of, not just us at the W.T.F Nation, but other pages, other vet groups said, hey, why don't you give that money to fucking AER? Why don't you pay that money to AER? Man, if you're able to fucking get that fixed let's get some money for these guys who have some issues or specific issues in whatever installation is the worst. Which, I mean, it's crazy. They're all bad. There's not been one single installation that we have posted about that has not seen the tentacles of I shouldn't say tentacles, that have not escaped the reach of Hots and Cots or U.S. Army WTF moments or Army Reddit or I mean, I can name them all. Might as well just like throw like a sponsor, brought to you by all the mill meme pages. Oh yeah. Oh, good point, Stefan. Oh yeah. Herzlich willkommen. That great point, Stefan. The DFACs used to have competitions to who could have the best fucking food. That's why all that Warrior restaurant shit came about, right? I mean, the best DFAC, I'm telling you what right now, the best DFAC, the ones you had were in Wiesbaden, Hohenfels, Camp Lemonnier, Camp Lemonhead, and the Camp Erfjohn. Sorry, those have been the Tribe Cafe. I take that back. Third Special Forces Group. When one of my bros, when I did I did an LPD and I did a retirement ceremony for a CSM over at USASOC at, I think it was Third Special Forces Group. So, I had the Tribe Cafe. That's what they called it. Great chow. I take that back. So I didn't mean to, Jason, I didn't mean to knock that off. Sorry, bro. You're going to hear this podcast. Hey, wait a minute. DFAC at Coronado Island was on. Ooh, yeah. I didn't even think about that. I didn't even think about the Navy, but I'm just talking about my Army experiences, because now Navy chow, I will say, Nav Skiat out at Stennis, Mississippi. That was my go-to. Nav Skiats, naval small craft technical training school. I mean, they have, Navy likes to go like they'll get syllables. You know, we just do the first letter of each word for an acronym. The Navy likes to grab each of the syllables to go, you know, Darmstadt, yeah, you know what? Darmstadt was okay. Yeah, but I'm telling you, but nothing held the candle to the one in Wiesbaden and Hohenfels. You knew, and like I said, me being a CTC enthusiast, rotating there myself, it was fun. Just that was the best defect. Hey, what time did defect close? But yeah, it was those are some of the best ones that I've had. But I digress. But there's not one installation that has that Hots and Cots has not seen. Every installation has an issue. That's my whole point. Every installation has an issue, and I'm just blown away. I'm still not over that AUSA stuff, man. Not because I didn't get invited. No, a little bit. I might be a little poopy face about that, a little bit, but it wasn't a good look. Here's $1 million to continue to have your Army con. And then the next thing you know, oh, man, I'm gonna tell you what. Had the soldiers not had gotten paid, and I mean, still bad look. Had the soldiers not gotten paid, and the AUSA said, "What? They should just cancel it. They should just cancel it altogether." The Army has always done best for breakfast right. Not sure it's because of the most important meal of the day, or at the hardest to screw up. I know. I'll be honest with you. I've seen people screw up. I've seen people screw up chorizo and eggs. Trust me, I've seen them. You know, con papas. So yeah, I've seen people. I've seen people screw that up. But, anyways, just fucked up all around. It's just fucked up all around, man. Guys, hang in there. You know, this right here is where we. Holy shit! Now more than ever, we kind of like. This is all we have. All we have is each other. And we don't know if we're going to get paid or not, even though people are saying we might get paid or not get paid. The bickering in Congress is going back and forth. It's now to the point to where at any time there's a single issue, even though people don't. It's kind of funny. Our Congress has gotten so single issue on just shit now. Nothing's going to get compromised. There will be no compromise on anything. Even stuff that matters that you're like, yeah, okay, that makes common sense. Yeah. I know how do Keith, you know me, man. You know me. I have stuff that's still bubbling or percolating in my head. I know how to fire up. I know how to fire up Ice of the Future. Hey, remember that time AUSA? Yeah, exactly. I'm gonna be sitting in the old vet's home, soldier's home. Yeah, you know, back at the day, 2025. Army Reddit's gonna push me in the wheelchair when he visits. Hey, what's up? Adopt a vet. Yeah, really. You ain't lying. Holy crap. All we have is each other, guys. So, at this point, it's not really looking good when you're seeing. It just first off, we don't, like I said, it's only going to cascade. I really feel like we were like the military, not just the Army in itself. The military at large was being held together by toothpicks and popsicle sticks, and just slowly not being maintained. And it's just now the shutdown is just really showing just how much our military infrastructure is dependent on civilians, not dependent on civilians, dependent on soldiers and all that. Like I said, we can't even do a fucking Facebook post to say, hey guys, if you have an issue or you have this, and this, hit it up. I challenge you, Army social media. You guys hit up an influencer, hit up us, hit up Army Reddit, hit up Hots and Cots if you have an issue. We're more than happy to post it for you. Sucks that it's got to be that way. I know there's some pages out there that are doing the right thing and that have decided, I don't want to say gone rogue, but said, hey, we need to get this information out. And it's like, can barter food for water movers or anything. So again, this whole freaking shutdown, everyone going back and forth. Now, you know, then you have what was it? Jamaica is bracing for a catastrophic impact from 175-mile-an-hour winds. We have soldiers that are out in areas that are going to be affected by that. So how are they going to? The government shutdown. Everything's going to be government shutdown, government shutdown, government shutdown. But hey, come to AUSA. See, Keith, I didn't have to use you to. You didn't have to, poke me. So this is not just I don't want to say I got in an argument, but I got in a heated discussion talking about how veterans and stuff like that, or soldiers and service members are going to eat and all that. And I just freaking shake my head, man. It's like this should not. And all the leaders, I'm gonna tell you what, all the leaders that are going, and I'm gonna tell you what right now. And I'm completely going off track of what we're going to talk about tonight. But there's sometimes the comments that are posted on U.S. Army W.T.F moments make me fucking hate you sometimes. The audience sometimes. Because when it comes to talking about benefits and stuff like that, immediately out of the woodwork are the ones that come out and say, you should have saved. Or, maybe you should have done, maybe you should have, blah, 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 blah. The admins, what we do is that we'll go through the account. Let's see what this guy's got right here. This guy's first off, he's a WTF Moments top fan. Badge removed. We can be petty sometimes. But he's also a fucking Facebook Ranger, talking all that shit. Oh, he's got soldiers. Oh, not only does he have soldiers, oh, wait, he's posted GoFundMes, or she's posted GoFundMes about stuff, about people in need and blah, 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 blah. So I would ask yourself, kind of like reflect, because your soldiers are seeing you. And I'm is that how you lost your top fan badge? Really? I have to look into that, Keith. I don't know if you did or not, man. I think it's a matter of engagement too, is how much you engage the page, you'll lose it and stuff like that. But sometimes we'll see some of the comments. And aside from the fact that some of you want us to sit down and read you want us to read the articles for you, because some of you guys don't click on and open the articles. And and we say this, and we've said this before, a lot of the stories that you see posted on the timeline from articles written usually come from us. Usually come from, hey, we don't have an editorial staff. Hey, name your media outlet. You want this? Here's the deets, here's the persons, and blam. That's it. There you go. It gets posted up. But when we see somebody, when we post a comment and someone literally got mad and says, maybe you need to post the rest of the article. That's what we call too long to fucking read Facebook posts that Meemaw and Grandpa like to post on Facebooks with their AI slop that they use. Read the article. That right there, it literally, I mean, we believe in the First Amendment 100%. We do believe on the First Amendment. But we also know that we have fucking idiots that follow the page. We get it. And we don't delete your comments. We don't do it unless it's like community standards by Facebook. Facebook does it already sometimes. But sometimes we'll see a comment there and it's always that person should have saved money, or maybe you should have saved, or blah 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 blah. And then we look at we look at the profile and they have GoFundMe's up for somebody, please help somebody, blah 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 blah. But then they're the first ones to sit there and talk shit about the troops. I was kind of hoping for you to summarize the articles via interpretive dance. It feels like it, man. It fucking feels like it. Literally feels like we have to. You want us to do what? Literally, we had somebody. We posted an article from Task and Purpose about the Coast Guard guy backing up shoot the Coast Guard. Now, standard social media practices, standard practices. We just post the headline and we post a subheadline, and then that's it. We roll on and go. Unless we really didn't feel it was a need to do it. The next thing you know, we had people going, the article's deceptive. The headline's deceptive, without reading the article. And then people started posting videos in the comments. This is what really happened, blah, 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 blah. And we kept saying, it's in the fucking article. To go back on the comments about the soldiers again. You should have saved is the biggest fucking cop-out as a leader you can ever say. Ever. Should have saved this much money, should have saved that much money, blah, blah, blah. We can't all stop. I think I need to do a tooth check, because there are some that, reason why they are probably not in anymore. But I'm just blown away at the insensitive comment. It's like, hey, fuck it, whatever. We're the posts that we make and what we talk about, we always laugh and joke around about some of the shit happening. That's why they call them WTF moments, you know. But then again, we post call for attendances and all. So we do have in our cold hearts a little sympathy. But seeing those comments like that, you're a dick. I'm gonna say, and there's one that I personally was going back for. You're a fucking dickbag. And I'm glad your soldiers are seeing this shit, because your soldiers sent us in the inbox you being a said fucking dickbag. So they poked the Corporal. Yeah. E4 Mafia, Corporal Cartel. Yeah. Terminal Lance Underground, you name it. I was like, holy, you guys are dicks. You guys have troops? Please say you're just a staff weenie that is responsible for fucking no one. And where can you get this shirt? Oh, this was given to me by my children's present. My kids, you know, they know I'm a Star Wars fan, and so I wear all the shirts that you see me wear are either by, you know, gifts for my kids on Mondays. Thursdays are like unit T-shirts and stuff like that, or you know, a vet organization or something like that. But yeah, all my Star Wars stuff, my kids know that I'm sorry, got to be a dad, got to wear the gifts. So yeah, it was a pretty good shirt, huh? I asked my kids where they got them from. So yeah, I'm just blown away. And it's usually, there's a correlation as well. Yeah, exactly that. There's a correlation. A lot of the guys that you see on there, which said leaders and soldiers had sent pictures and screenshots of you making your fucking comment, you were at AUSA. Yeah, you were at AUSA. I'm not going to go back and, you know, find the post again, but I was just, damn, dude. What's that mean with that white dude, that shocked face? So yeah, we never left. We just regrouped. Yeah. I mean, again, all we have is each other, and we'll see what's going to happen. I will say this: Congress better get off their ass, because now it's funny, because this is the Monday edition. We could talk about it. It's funny watching the left and the right going at each other, that now kids are talking about doing another party, like starting up into something else, which is kind of like, wow, where have we heard that before? So what did you hear about the, oh yeah, okay, yeah, let me in fact, that's a good point. Let me bring that up. Oh, that is a good point. We'll talk about the story here. You guys heard that there was two Navy aircraft that crashed, and let's see, let me get the story up right quick. Bubba says in the comments, I'm a farmer and donate myself an example of potato, carrots, milk, potato milk products towards vet and elderly. Yeah, this economy is crashing down. Yeah, dude, no pay to. Yeah. I was about to say, I saw the question up there. Where was it at? Why? Who made the comment in there? Somebody made a comment how Congress isn't losing their pay. Why are our service members not losing? Maybe they should flip that. You know, they should flip that. There should be something in Congress that if there's a shutdown, Congress loses pay, not the troops. Matter of fact, it should be like ratified. Hey, sorry, soldiers are not, whatever. Okay, here we go. Here it is. So the USS Nimitz, I'll bring that up. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I appreciate it. The USS Nimitz lost 2 aircraft within an hour in separate mishaps. Man, this is going to get me on another fucking rant, because I was talking about this today too in a meeting, and I was like, you know, it really grinds my gears. Is that every time something happens in the military that sucks, immediately it's blamed on the administration. I'm going to tell you what, shut the fuck up. Okay, I'm done with you saying, actually, the military's done with you saying that. Every time something happens, we look at the comments, is because of blah, blah, blah. It's because of Biden, it's because of the woke, or it's because of Hegseth, or it's because of Trump, or it's because of MAGA, or it's because of, you know, whatever, blah, 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 blah. And I'm thinking, you know, the troops don't need that shit right now. I mean, we got the Monday edition, we can talk about it. That's what Monday edition's about. So yeah, here you go. Here's a story that we brought it up. USS Nimitz lost 2 aircraft, a jet and a helicopter. They both crashed in the South China Sea. and we're waiting for information on what happened. And so that's posted on the timeline at U.S. Army WTF Moments, and that is it's from Task and Purpose. And of both of those mishaps, both crews are okay. So yeah, that's that's another one too. Thanks Obama, thanks Biden, thanks Trump, thanks Hegseth, thanks Austin. And look, everybody was involved in bad barracks, bad chow, bad pay. So spare me your immediately. Oh, it's because it's funny when you see it from the Canadians too, from the foreign audience members, the Malaysians, the Pakistanis, Paul from Nepal, from our audience in Nepal, Taiwan audience. They're pretty like, oh wow, Korean audience as well. I'm not talking about soldiers stationed in Korea. I'm talking about the actual Korean audience. And we'll post flags and, hey, prayers to you. Or we'll get into something in the inbox that says, hey, thank you for defending us. Lithuania, also, there's some soldiers in there. The Ukrainians are in there. But holy crap, man. There's not one time where you can't post anything without immediately everyone running to something when it wasn't it. While we're at it, Congress shouldn't be able to vote on their own pay raises. Put that shit on the ballots every 4 years. Hey, man, age limits and term limits. Same fucking way. So the Super Hornet and the MH-60 Seahawk helicopter was assigned to the USS Nimitz carrier, and they crashed in the South China Sea in a separate aircraft mishaps. A spokesperson for the U.S. Pacific Fleet confirmed the two crashes, saying in a statement that the mishaps happened approximately a half an hour apart. Man, that's like, oh shit, sir. Hey, skipper, we got a bird down. And then all of a sudden, less than a half an hour later, hey, sir, we got another bird down. Like, holy shit, what's going on? So all 5 Navy personnel involved in the mishap have been recovered, and they're safe, and they're getting looked at right now. There's no word on anything that happened with what it was that caused the mishaps. Who crashed first? Oh, that's a good question. Matter of fact, let me look at the article. Let me read the article for you, Keith or Patrick, Interpretive Dance. Both the Super Hornet and the Seahawk were conducting routine operations after taking off from the Nimitz on Sunday afternoon at approximately 2:45 p.m. local time. The MH-60 helicopter with the Helicopter Maritime Strike Squadron went down in the water. Search and rescue teams were able to pull the 3 crew members out, who were safely pulled out of the water. Then, 30 minutes later, the 2-seater F-18 Hornet, Super Hornet, same aircraft that you saw in Top Gun, or Maverick, Top Gun 2, whatever you want to call it, with Strike Fighter Squadron VFA-22, also suffered a mishap. Both crew members were able to safely eject while the Super Hornet crashed into the sea. The Navy did not say how close the 2 incidences were. So there you go. That's the gist. So yeah, thank you for bringing that up. I appreciate that. While I was on my fuck Congress rant. Yeah, exactly that, Keith. I bet it was a fun day on the bridge for whatever their Navy calls that spot on the ship. I think it's like the air boss. I think there's like the bridge and the air boss or something like that, and the captain skip. I don't know. Maybe we didn't have Chowda, the aircraft carrier commander. I don't know if he's not commanding the aircraft anymore. The Eisenhower. I hope I don't fuck it up. Crashes were caused by lack of nicotine because the pilots aren't getting fucking paid. Oh, you're pulling from Star Trek. Got it. Yeah. So again, I'm. Matter of fact, let me look at the last shutdown update, because I know every time we do some updates about the shutdown, some shit happens while we're on air. So let me see. Let's see. California's governor and Joe Rogan are fighting. They're having some stuff. SNAP benefits. Everyone's talking about that. And then British commentary. I want to talk about I don't want to talk about Social Security. I want to talk about the shutdown. Government shutdown. Supposedly there's an update somewhere, like a live feed update that goes through and all that. Let's see. So, government shutdown. This is as of That's about an hour ago, I guess. Day 27 of the shutdown. Democrats and Republicans continue to trade blame over the government shutdown, the second longest funding lapse in history at 28 days, with the Senate back in session on Monday. The largest union representing the federal government employees, said it's time to pass a clean continuing resolution and end this shutdown today, increasing pressure on Democrats to back down. Federal employees missed their first full paycheck at the end of last week. At the Capitol, House Speaker Mike Johnson said he wasn't 100% sure whether the members of the military would get paid. Damn! And I quote, at the Capitol, House Speaker Mike Johnson said he wasn't, quote, 100% sure whether members of the military would get paid this week. Food aid will not go out 1 November, the Department of Agriculture said, in a warning that, quote, the well has run dry for the Supplemental Nutritional Assistance Program. More than 40 million Americans are on SNAP. It's called SNAP benefits. Shutdown, does that mean that Ang Margaret isn't coming to the USO? Yeah. The safety incidents will continue until the budget is restored, like a pissed off cat. Yeah, really, man. Yeah, I don't even want to go that route, man. That's Senate can reconvene in the afternoon, but is not scheduled to vote on a House-passed measure to fund the government. The bill failed to advance for the 12th time this week, or last week, I should say. 45 minutes ago, people are scared as a SNAP benefits. Yeah, it's not just it's everybody: vets, military, elderly, and not veterans. I'm sorry, I'm kind of like I'm more on the veteran concern, but Americans at large, I guess you'd say, a majority of the Americans. Somebody should make Congress eat at the military DFAC until they do their job. Does this look like spit? Yeah. Let me see. What did the USDA said? The department said it will not tap into a roughly $5 billion contingency fund to keep SNAP payments. This is what the department's saying. USDA. Trump administration has blamed Senate Democrats. Sorry, Freudian slip. It's okay. I say Republicans as well, so Republicans get it. So spare me your outrage. Administration has blamed Senate Democrats for the looming cutoff, halting lawmakers for not voting on a bill passed while the GOP-controlled House to fund the government. Meanwhile, Democrats have pressed GOP leadership to agree to extend health insurance subsidies for millions of Americans in exchange for Democratic votes at the end of the shutdown, which there's like a race going on right now, right in New York. This should not be a political issue. It shouldn't. Let's see. Democratic states post messaging. It's everyone blaming everybody. Both states, red states and Democratic states, are blaming both. They're voting, Schumer. They're voting Trump. They're blaming Trump. Meanwhile, ICE and the CBP is posting some banger ass fucking memes with Halo. Yeah, it was my understanding there would be no math. Exactly, dude. Another update here. Air traffic controller delay shortages caused delays at Newark, Dallas, Fort Worth, and Austin airports, which I've always seen delays happening with or without a shutdown. So maybe it's, that's what the FAA is saying. See what else. Thune said he spoke to Trump last night about the shutdown. And, quote, like all of us, he wants the government opened up, Thune said, and I think he made it very clear, as we all have. So that's what's happening, man. Schumer says that the SNAP freeze is callous, cynical, and entirely unnecessary. I don't get it, man. All these writers. Maybe we need to get Amy Sanchez to come back on here, our congressional friends, our friend that worked in congressional stuff that helped us with, or actually helped lead the messaging and explains how Congress works on how Alwyn Cash got his Medal of Honor upgraded. We're gonna have her come on to explain some shutdown drama, because this is some shutdown drama. How does it work, or what's going on, or who's doing what? Because there's a lot of individuals that don't understand, well, how can we just pass this, or a clean bill, or whatever? It's just like, that's why people hate single issue voters, is because they don't compromise. I really feel like they don't compromise. Let me see. The emergency funding is there. The administration, this is from what Schumer said. New York Democrats said the administration is, quote, making an intentional choice not to fund SNAP this weekend. The emergency funding is there. The administration is just choosing not to use it. And for those who say the money can't be moved around so easily, it's a load of bunk. If the administration can cough up $40 billion for Argentina, then they can find money for SNAP by this Saturday, unquote. Now, we were just talking about that, right? How when it comes to the troops or when it comes to whatever, well, you didn't fund Ukraine, you didn't fund Israel, you didn't fund Argentina, you didn't fund Germany, you didn't fund whatever. Yeah, exactly that. At least the shutdown didn't ruin the art. Oh, yeah, that's right. Great point. I'll just blow by through the break anyways. Great point, Keith. Matter of fact, let's highlight that. We had some good highlights here. Did you guys see the Marine Corps Marathon? Did you guys know we did that? I mean, I don't run marathons. I'm beat, broken, whatever. We don't do this old guy here doesn't do marathons. It's bad enough that I do. Well, actually, I do rucks. I do the memorial rucks, the 5Ks and 10Ks with the PSYOP regiment when I get a chance to, or do the WADs over on Fort Bragg. But I ain't running. I'm not. No. This old fat rhino is not running at all. I'll rock with you, but I'm not gonna run. So let's see. Let's check it out. We had K-Mill out there, Keith, out there doing doing it up. Sent out some great pictures. Posted. Matter of fact, this is posted on our X account at W.T.F Nation Radio. Great pic. There, look at that, man. Right before sunrise, right? Is that what it was, Keith? Right there, this is right before sunrise. Here's everyone getting at it. And there's K-Mail right there. There's our man, our intrepid reporter, our intrepid correspondent. It was Wear the Blue, Run to Remember. There you go. Yep. I got you highlighted, Keith. Appreciate you out there doing the on the spot reporting there. That's good stuff. But yeah, it was a good thing. So even though we're U.S. Army WTF moments, WTF Nation Radio has a lot of members on the staff that are veteran of other services. Well, hold on, I get you. I need to see a barber. You need to trim that beard. Let's see. And then where was that? There we go. And there's a video here of them running it. I'll make some noise.
Yeah. Woo!
There we go.
Woo!
Dude, did you see that guy on the bike? He was cooking. Look at this.
Woo! Woo!
Bro, I want to give me one of those bikes. That must be an insane workout to do. Oh, holy crap, man. Look how this guy was cooking. Look how fast he was going. Shout out to that dude out there getting after it. That's what I'm talking about.
Woo!
Look at that. Man, he is moving. And there we go. I felt like Ric Flair for about 3 hours. All you were doing was going, woo! Yeah, that's good shit, man. That's good shit. That's good stuff. So yeah, again, I'm glad you brought that up, K-Mill. So shout out. We were there. We were there. Well, we were there, right? If we got guys that are attending the marathon, I don't think none of us ran it. I think we were just there providing support. And yeah, you're never gonna see me run a marathon. Hell no. Maybe other guys might do it, but not me. One dude was driving one of those, but pedaling with one hand while he was saluting all the flags. Yeah, bro. That's got to be an insane workout. Insane. So yeah. Okay, so that was Reagan Airport. Thank you. That one image of the one image right there for sunrise. There you go. That's Reagan Airport. There you go. Yeah, exactly that. Matter of fact, me and Geekspin will be chilling in our chairs, watching you guys run by us and stuff like that. Or I do want to try out that bicycle though. That man, that looks like that's a good workout and that's a smoker. So yeah, exactly that. Me and King Smith will be chilling, sitting on the sidelines with our chairs. Because I ain't doing that. No way. You'd sooner see me pee on the golf course before running. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh wait. Yeah. Good job. Good job, man. It's good stuff. We were out and about. If you guys don't know, though, you see us posting everywhere. You see us posting on East Coast, West Coast, the Midwest. We were also Bike Week or Biketoberfest. Biketoberfest at Daytona. That's pretty cool. Anywho, so if you were at Biketoberfest and we caught your bike or the smoke pit, they went out and they went out to Daytona and attended Biketoberfest. So again, we're out there. I guess we're even in Daytona, man. And we should have swung by Stocking Mill Coffee and got a bag of coffee, or thrown up a visit, see how they're doing over there. Daytona Beach, Biketoberfest. Ooh, that's a nice ride. So again, if we got your bike, let us know. Hey, this is my bike, and you obviously got to send us proof that it's your bike. So that way we can, you never know. You might get a giveaway. I might CQ to do something. ACQ, give him a T-shirt or a ball cap or something like that. So good stuff. So we're out and about. So don't sweat it. Shit, man. I've been blabbing for that freaking long. Holy crap. Let's see. Let me look at something right quick. Just want to double check our graphics right quick. And there we go. So this is the Monday edition. Myself and Massey. Massey's out on the road doing his band things. Man, he's in a band and he does other work too. So he's always on the road. He's traveling road show. Massey. Monday edition, of course, tomorrow. CQ, Michael Carrasquillo. The Pop Culture Warrior. Matter of fact, let me jump on the calendar here just to double check I'm straight. We got going on for guests and stuff. I want to be right. I want to be right. Hang on. Let's see. Tomorrow this is Alan Robert, and this is gonna be CQ was doing. CQ was on during Thunder Beach. Yeah. So we have we have Halloween special tomorrow. CQ. You know what? I might be. I don't know. I might do Sergeant's time in costume. You never know. I was just telling somebody I'm tired of wearing my Vader armor because I have Trey Authentique. I have a movie accurate Vader armor, and one time I wore it, man, I was sweating my ass off. I felt like I was wearing a plastic bag with a freaking with body armor over it because that thing was, oof, man, I was smoked. So we have Alan Robert coming on. Let me see the look at his site. Artist and musician, king of horror coloring books. Oh man, he's an acclaimed creator behind the Beauty of Horror book series with over 700,000 copies sold. Matter of fact, let me just pull up his deets. This is gonna be, if you guys like the macabre, if you guys like goth like media, I like this shit. This is pretty cool. So, man, this is badass. Look at all this stuff right here. You should go as a Terrifier clown. Oh, I know. Art the Clown? Yeah. I was thinking about doing that last year, but everybody was Art the Clown last year. It's a lot of makeup to put on, too. Alan Roberts, an acclaimed creator behind the best-selling Beauty of Horror book series, 700,000 copies sold. Look at that. Look at all this. He's got a pretty good lineup here. Illustrated books for iconic franchises like Universal Monsters, Beetlejuice, The Conjuring, and merchandise for legendary bands such as Black Sabbath, Pantera. Ooh, Typo Negative. I love Typo. Oh, man. So, yeah, dude. Look at this stuff, man. Look at this shit. This is some good stuff. So make sure you catch it. Pop Culture Warrior. Oh, man. That's pretty cool. Patrick says, you know what? If the Vader costume is, I'm going to quote you, Patrick. Quote, if the Vader costume is too hot, do the Princess Leia bikini. Bro. No, I don't dress in drag, mind you, so I will decline. But that is funny. That is pretty fucking classic. Could you imagine me showing up in a Princess Leia bikini from Return of the Jedi? Anywho, what was I saying? So make sure you check out tomorrow's Pop Culture Warrior. Then, of course, we have the Sports Bar, which is all sports news and all that stuff. I don't even want to watch much sports hardly anyways. It's my Raiders are sucking. Did you see Kansas City beat that ass on the Raiders? God damn, dude. Fuck. World Series is going on. Go Dodgers. Los Dodgers. See? Los Dodgers. So everyone else, I don't know who's the other team that they're playing? I don't want people to get mad at me. At any rate, so we have the Sports Bar on, and then we have a late night. I like the doubleheader that they're doing. Late at night, we have friggin' what you use it? Man, dude, I'm fucking losing it. The Smoke Pit. We just highlighted the Smoke Pit. They were at Daytona, Biketoberfest. And then we have Sergeant's Time, myself, and Spanky. Now again, guys, just to remind you, we have a short show on Thursday because we're going to go into a screening on Discord for Vet TV's Night Vision. So just make sure you check it out. And I'm playing the video at the beginning, at the end of the show. So that way you guys can see it. And also, if you guys see it pinned on top of U.S. Army WTF Moments' Facebook page and WTF Nation Radio's Facebook page, you'll see the videos posted already up there. Again, the crew at Vet TV is going to be in the WTF Nation Radio Discord. We'll all be hanging out and seeing what's up. That'll be kind of cool. Again, all about the spooky stuff. So I'm all about it. So yeah, I think that was it for that, right? Are we good on that? Yeah. Okay, cool. FTX, they just had FTX. Man, did you see the FTX? I think that almost went like 5 hours. That was a long FTX. I went to go take a nap and I woke up and they were still doing it. And then of course we get co-ops with Emo. I can't wait for the new lineup. We have more lineups. We have more shows coming up. I was just talking to CQ today about how many shows he's got on the plate. In the irons, all the irons in the fire. And of course, make sure you share, like, and follow on all of our platforms. We're broadcasting live on 2 Facebook pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio, 2 YouTube pages at U.S. Army WTF Moments and WTF Nation Radio, and of course, X. X seems to be the pretty good shit to post, or the platform to post. I shouldn't say shit. Elon's been good to us. Anytime there's been some issues or something like that, the team over at X Support has helped us out with our streaming needs. So again, appreciate the support on that. So again, as the kid says, hit the thumbs up and subscribe on the YouTubes. Smash that like button, whatever the other kids are saying. And again, guys, hang in there during this fucking shutdown. And God, the last thing we need to be doing is like, oh my God, blah, blah, blah. You should have saved. Because I would implore you, if you are a follower of U.S. Army WTF Moments and you see some of that big Sarge shit being put in there, then please go and hive those individuals and tell them, hey man, shut up. You guys got anything for me? You guys, I think I got it all covered. I think we're good to go. No, I think we're good. Yeah. Okay, S2 Underground time, Night All. Oh yeah, Bright. Oh yeah, S2 Underground. I think we're mutuals on X. I think so. Anyways, make sure you share, like, and follow. And again, appreciate y'all for hanging out tonight. And again, don't forget, Bet TV this Thursday going to be on our on W.T.F Nation Radio's Discord, and you'll see some invites. Like I said, giveaways, promos, blah 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 blah. You'll see all the stuff out, and you'll actually hear from the Vet TV crew themselves inside the W.T.F Nation Radio Discord. So we are excited. So we're hyped. So with that, ooh, good one, Patrick. Oh, I like that. Matter of fact, I am going to grab that comment. I'm going to grab that comment, and I'm going to use that as, yeah, there we go. The people that say you should have saved are the same ones that said mold is a discipline issue. Well said. So with that, make sure you all share, like, and follow, and see you.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Driving us insane. ATF 0 time 30, no time to complain. Push ups in the mud, feel the muscle strain. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive, in the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Hilltops in the desert, sandstorms in our eyes. Memories for breakfast, no room for lies. Running marches through the night under starless skies. Brothers and sisters we rise. Army life is a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Drill sergeant fury echoing in the air. Discipline and duty we all must bear. Battle bodies by our side in the fight we share. In the face of danger we dare. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Zones and firefights, adrenaline's rush. Silent nights, broken by the enemy's hush. Medics on the move in the heat of the crush. In the heart of battle we trust. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find out our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle. Army life, it's a wild ride. WTF moments can't hide. Through the fire we survive. In the ranks we thrive. Memories in our mind. Brothers lost but never left behind. Army WTF moments in the stories we find. In the army's embrace, we're forever entwined. It's WTF moments in the army's grind. Through the blood and sweat we find our kind. In the chaos and the fire we stand aligned. Warriors forged in the battle's bind. Through the smoke and the flames we rise again. In the heart of the storm we find our sin. Battle buddies by our side, our men. In the army's legacy we transcend.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Are we definitely the only people in this building?
Yeah, it's just us.
Friend, angel, demon, Valkyrie. Whatever you want to call me.
This scroll is a way of life.
You gotta be hard on him. You gotta forge him by fire.